all right. So, guys, welcome back. This is the first recording of this year, 2026, officially the weekly market review. So, a disclaimer, if you are joining this for the first time, or if you are watching this or listening to this for the first time, we do this every week, every end of the week. We reflect on where we come out from and we get ready to where we are going. With me, you don't have to worry about all those things. We just have to go through it together and see what we can do together. Mm. So, yes, a little bit of introduction. I don't need to take so much time because I don't want this recording to take so much time. Okay, so this is FX Igwe, recording from Mega Flip FX, aka Stalking the Dealers, and welcome to Weekly Market Review, where we quickly review on what we have done the previous week and get ready to what we are going to do in the next week. So, a quick one. Last week, if you have watched the recording, we have mapped out, the weeks. We have broken down our way out of the, month, complete month. Okay. So now we are going to look at what pairs have we traded last week before we start to look at these major pairs that I personally I'm looking to trade it going into this week. Okay. So, um, on the other screen, I don't know, but I am very sure it is showing. You can see we have gold chart right here. So I don't want to spend much time on the gold chart. I want to go straight to USD card. I mean, NZD card. Yes, this chart. This is what we traded last week. Okay. This is what we traded last week. This right here is what we traded last week. Okay, that's first one. We took TP. We make entries here and make exit. I wanted to exit here, but due to time, you see what they have been doing, okay? So I just scratch out here in this second leg, right here. That's second exit. The other exit can started in London after this stop on box. This is the only trade that I took last week. Okay. So now this is a cross pair. Why do I select and switch between pairs? Well, it aligns with my timings. It aligns with my calendar breakdown, and it also aligns with my own strategy. So I'm not going, this is not a mentorship video, this is just a review video. So we are not going to go into details to why I am doing this or why I am doing that. Instead, you guys should see how I do things. That's where I want you to see. And also, so that you can learn to take to places where you can take your trades with me, and also places where you can exit your trade with me. Even if I give you breakdown on my Telegram channels, it will not be possible for you to actually trade with us. Okay? uh, it will not be possible to trade with us if you don't know what we are doing or what we are looking at. So this is one of the major goals. This is one of the major goals that I am doing in order for you to profit from what we are doing. Okay. So let's move quickly. So this is the pair, and this is what we have seen. Okay. Now, now, why this pair? I have already said. I have already mentioned it. Now let's look at quickly. Let's look at gold. Okay, let's look at gold from the breakdown. This is gold last week. This is gold last week. Let me use the other screen to actually share it. I just pray and I hope this recording is giving me what I wanted to see. So this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. So this is gold. Okay. So last week I wanted to take trade on gold, but to be honest, I don't touch gold anytime it nears all-time high. Okay. This is almost all-time high. If you can check, gold is already in all-time high. So, but I wanted to took sales in Asia right here. I wanted to take this sales, and most people are looking at this sell since on Friday, London session. I mean New York session. People have been trying to short this. People have been trying to short this, but unfortunately, no, uh, it's not going to work. So what I'm going to look on gold on Monday is this. Why? Because we have seen so much exhaustion. What do I mean by so much exhaustion? Throughout the week, let's look at 1 hour right here. We have seen what Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. So we have seen exhaustion, complete exhaustion in gold, complete exhaustion. Even if I'm trying to take a buy, I wanted to see this discounts reach to this zone, this week high, early week high. I wanted to see the discount here, but it doesn't. So which is why I didn't take anything on gold last week. Okay. Now moving on to 15-minute time frame. Like I said, this is what I'm looking out for. Opening opening Monday, which is today or maybe tomorrow. I want to take these short-term sales before we continue the buys. So, like I said, anyone that is thinking about gold dumping or making a complete reversals, I think they are very wrong. Okay. But we are going to see a little pushback back in the zone. Now, what zone? Last week zone. Okay. This is the previous week high complete. This is all-time high. We don't actually look at it. But any other internal liquidity that is under here, you can look for early retracement early next week. This is for gold. Okay. Now, I only use silver for let's say correlations. I don't actually trade silver. So let's move on to GBP USD. Now, like I said, beginning of the week, ending the week. What and where should I take trades? You see, what I just explained to you on gold, this is where it exactly happens. This is where it exactly happens. I have taken out the high, and this is the best discount that it gives us. After discount, we have not seen anything. We have not seen anything. This is the first trade of last week, and this is the last trade of last week. If we can, I wanted to see something here, but to be honest, I cannot take anything without seeing something here inside this. Either inside this fair value gap or this high, which is also inside the fair value gap right here. So this is what GBP has given us, and unfortunately, I don't trade this changeovers. Now, what do I mean by these changeovers? We see this is Thursday going into Friday. Now this is Wednesday going into Thursday, and this is almost London session to New York session before I got the final push. Okay, which is a very good swing for only 2 days. I don't normally pass more than 2 days on this swing. Now, moving on to Euro USD, nothing solid. Almost the same thing with, I don't have much time, to be honest, because all this setting up has been messing me up. Okay. So same thing with GBP USD, but not back in the zone. Nothing back in the zone. So we are going to send every breakdown into the channel, into the Telegram channel when I have enough time. Now I don't have much time because of the time we have wasted. So so that we can do every breakdown together. Okay. So Euro USD, this is what I was looking for. You see, one last pushback in this into this zone, but I didn't get it. I did not get it. So it's a pass for the previous week. Now that we have seen so much energy in these buys, I'll still look for a pullback, not a complete reversal. I'll look for a pullback back into this zone on Monday. Maybe to sweep this liquidity right here, to take them out right here. And yeah, give us the bullish move. So I want to see more buyers, but I don't want to decide whether buy side or sell side until I've seen what's the week beginning give us. That's it. Okay. So the same thing with opposite with I mean USD card, because if you do the fractional disparity, you know why the USD card is selling, because completely last week we have seen weakness in dollar. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is for USD card last week. From Monday, complete sales. So now, why didn't I check on this? It all goes down to same reason. Okay, it all goes down to the same reason. Now, in this example, we are going to see the the low, the early last week low, which I use it as the bias sometimes. So this is it. There is no any challenge onto this zone, so there's no business for me here. Okay, if I want, I can maybe cut my risk or take some things down and keep on tracking the highs. Keep on tracking the highs. Keep on tracking these highs. You see? Once the high is taken out, I'll just look for an entry. So I don't need to tell you the entry models that we have, but this is how I look into the week. This is how I do my projection all over the week. Okay, the highs trade back to any zone, whether high or low, and then give me entry that I want to see in line with the time that I know this is the most profitable and reliable time to trade. Okay, so this is for USD card. Nothing. I have not even checked on this USD NZD USD. I'm going to only cover 5 pairs, which is why I'm making it so quick. Okay, this pair is for last week. What I have seen last week, this cross pair, and I have already explained it in the other recording. Okay, and going into this week, I don't think I'm going to look at any cross pair. Okay, so now what do we have? What do we have this week? Okay, on Monday there is nothing, absolutely nothing, because